2025 just kicked off and we are seeing news flying around causing such kind of gaps like this in the market. Stay with me, let me explain what this type of gaps is, how you can trade them, and how you can be able to identify such kind of gaps like this whenever you see them in the nearby future. This is BZFS right here. Welcome back to my channel. Here is my thoughts about the sudden gap in the market, backing up with some research that I did. Today's gap in the market was caused primarily by Trump's new trade policy, which has made so many investors get concerned. What happened? Trump recently introduced high tariff on import from Canada, Mexico, and China. 25% tariff on certain goods from Canada and Mexico, 10% tariff on Chinese imports. Now, business owners and companies that solely relied on imported goods will face high expenses, and that news causes spike to leave a gap like this, which we call the FVG. Let me walk you guys through on how to trade something like this, backing up with my hybrid system, so that whenever you see something like this in the nearby future, you can be able to capitalize crazily like I and my team capitalize crazily on this type of setup. Without wasting much of your time, let's dive into it. We already had in mind that the market was bearish, but after seeing such kind of move, giving a gap like this in the market, it's called an FVG, which is the fair value gap. And what is a fair value gap? How you can better understand what a fair value gap is. See fair value gap as you buying a watch online. So you paid with your credit card or you did a bank transfer. Having in mind that you've already placed your order that you want certain kind of watch and you're waiting for them to make a delivery to you. So this is what fair value gap is in the market. Whenever you see fair value gap like this, it's an order that is sitting right here. Knowing the fact that this order has been placed, it's waiting to fill up. They're going to fill the orders that was left behind there that caused this gap. This thing does not happen all the time. It happened once in a blue moon. So whenever it's something like this, capitalize crazily on it. I remember the last time that it happened, I think it was November. I can't go back, but let me show you guys what happened right here. We already had in mind that we were selling GBP USD, but after we saw this kind of spike like this, we knew that it is time to buy the markets to fill in all these orders before we start placing our sell orders. All we have to do, we have to go back and look for a valid order block. You can see right here we had all our charts. These are trades that we took live. Some hits TP, some hit stop loss. So this is the order block that we marked right here, waiting for price to get there, and price finally got to that region, but we are not able to take a trade setup right here because it was during Asian session. It was 3 o'clock AM G18+1, which we can't trade around that time. So all we have to do, we have to go to the lower time frame and wait for confirmation. Okay, knowing the fact that we had something like this, we saw that this is an high that needs to be taken out. Okay, so this is called market structure shifts. Okay, so how do we get market structure shift? This push down here was the last push that breaks structure. So whenever price take that last push that breaks structure, is called a market structure shift. Market has shift structure from bearish to bullish. Okay, and now this push wasn't the push that breaks structure. This volume was the momentum candle that break structure previously. So all you have to do, you have to start marking out the candle that grab liquidity before that push to the upside. You know, liquidity have to be taken out before we can see significant push in the market. So this candle happens to be that candle that grab liquidity. So let's see. So this was the previous low, and this low was the one that take out this low. Okay, it's called a liquidity candle, guys. I can't overemphasize, I've made a video about this, so use this link that's going to be popping up right here to go watch that video. Okay, so all you have to do, you have to mark the candle, the body, and the wick. This thing can happen on any time frame. Okay, it can happen on any time frame. So after we had that liquidity candle, you can see this next candle was a momentum candle that break structure. It caused market to shift from bearish to bullish. After we saw something like this, we start filing in our orders. We have one orders around here, and we are maintaining 20 pips stop loss. Our take profit is to fill in this gap. That is sitting right here. That's our take profit, to fill in that gap. Okay, but we didn't have our take profit here. We had our take profit on an inducement an inducement level. That's where we had our fair value gap here, inducement level. Okay, so I already made a video about inducement. Okay, use this link that's going to be popping up right here to go watch that video about inducement. Okay, so our take profit was here. So this was a trade of 1:5. I'm going to be leaving a screenshot around here to show you guys that we did took that trade and it hit us on full take profit when I was even asleep. So one of my mentors that even called me like, oh Spizzy, our trade just hit take profit, and I was like, wow, we passed that account and that is that for that. So when we had when we had our first entry filing here, then around this region we start stacking, we start having numerous entries around here. It's not advisable to stack, but what I did personally, I did stack around here because I knew that this gap right here, it must be filled. Sooner or later it's going to be filled because there's orders sitting around here. So I took huge advantage of it and I bought the market from here, risking I think 3.5% of the account. It's a proprietary firm account, and market swim to the upside and give us a take profit of 1:5. So guys, please and please go back to your chart as always, replicate this thing, go back to your chart as always, look for this gap in any market. Okay, it can be the gold, it can be the index, US 30, German 20, Australia, any market you're trading. Go back to your chart, look for such kind of gaps like this in the market. Let me remove this so that you see the gap clearly. So look for gaps like this in the market. Use this confirmation that I just put out right here. Watch this video on your phone and replicate this thing on your system, on your system trading view, and see how this thing is going to change your life. See how this thing is going to give you an edge in the market. With that being said, this is going to be the final up on this video. Please guys, subscribe guys, I'm begging, subscribe, turn off post notification, like, and send a comment. I'm going to be on the comment section replying comments, hearting comments. Until next time, as always, peace and love guys, peace and love.